Hello. Welcome back to Blasphemous. Just getting chat set up right here. Last time we did the Lady of the Charred Visage. I've almost finished a fifth of the 19.93%. That almost 20% of the way through. Okay, had to check that wall. Right, to the right. Down is not doable because we can't exactly hit that switch. Oh. Expecting you. Well, that's not what I want. I need to remind myself of the controls. So, dash only works on the ground. This is the block / parry. Left bumper is the... You'd think I'd have the controls down by now. It's not like this is the 4th stream of this that I've done in the same week, more or less. Alright. Well, I've done significantly worse. Yeah, now that I know the controls, let's do that section a little bit better. Attempt number 3. I should have just gone with it the first time. Okay. Hey, Evie with the first. Also, hello, hello. Ow. No. I dodged one of them. Got hit by the other. Yo, what's up? You hate them? I'm starting to hate them too, and I just met them. Alright, let's hit this switch. Good grief, that... That was a lot of pain. And I want to go back down there. Murder that guy from above. Nope, not quite. Okay. Now I feel satisfied to go on. Oh, is this another? Is this whole section just gonna be go over, do the trap room, unlock the next path down? I don't remember. Well, I'm about to find out, regardless. Nope, out. And I landed in spikes. Perfect. I'm sorry, what are you? Single eyes. Get back into range so I can hit you. Thank you. Okay, now I can check what the... Oh, that's a new prayer. Eyes like stars. Brief hymn overwhelms the penitent one with the fury of righteous, increases the speed of attacks. Honestly, probably better than the I like the idea of healing off of every hit that I get. But I feel like an attack speed boost might be more my style. Small girl with 2 star-like eyes, who when she looks at me makes me stay by her side. They say she's a saint, came down from the sky. Do not cry, my child, or I'll get lost on the way. What is it that tolls the bells in the distance? What is it that cries on her face, eyes star-like? Hang on. Check the wall. No, we good. No secret wall. Not here, anyway. Well, you look like fun. Probably, yeah. I thought I should heal. What's this? It's a bone! Cervical vertebra of Zyker the Brewmaster. Zyker the Brewmaster gave ignoble fame to his monastery by brewing the most famous beer in the kingdom. One night the flames of a fire raised his legend to the heavens. No. Come at me again. Five babies. There's the way up. Let's go up. Heal up. and then head back further down. Mostly it's just refill my health pots. Aha! Secrets! Small bead of red wax. Was this what I was using red for? Was the red candle? Hang on. Small bead of red wax. Tiny pebble of melted wax. Muted crimson prayers. Muttered in its presence slightly strengthened the vitality of the wearer. Okay. So I could have more health if I had more than 2 slots on my bead thing. Look, I mean, Evie, hang on, Evie. Look at this. Look at how many beads I've got at this point. I've still only got the 2 slots. And you're over here like, oh, I've got 4 things to fit in 3 slots. And then you found a 5th thing, but then also got a 4th slot. Get wrecked. Kapow! Oh, hey, it's a shop. I don't have a whole lot for the shop, but I might have enough for something. What you selling, lady?
Be captives of the miracle, penitent one.
Captives of the miracle, penitent one. Yes, Nova, back at it again. With Krispy Kreme. We're back at it. Okay, she's selling. These 2 look like more bead. What's the key, though?
I present to you, though a small piece, its great power should not be underestimated.
Is this the key for the door at the beginning?
Trust me, for I have the blood of kings on the palm of my hand.
You went and played 75 minutes of Hollow Knight? Good, good. How was it? There's my notes. Buried under my computer. Eldest brother key. Yes, key of the eldest brother needed for the door at the beginning. A forbidden key that was guarded by the eldest brother of the Brotherhood, eventually lost, thus forever sealing the chamber it opened. Give. 400. Small price to pay.
What I am offering you here is as lustrous as the first star of the night. And may my eyes be blinded if I'm lying.
Empty tarnished sphere, no trace of nacre left. Retains just a hint of bluish sheen, creates fervor when destroying surrounding objects. No.
What I am offering you here is as lustrous as the first star of the night. And may my eyes be...
Minute jar filled with moss, tiny white flowers, shimmer inside, can grant some protection against toxins.
What I am offering, and may my...
And you know what? Let's just... We bought you out, lady. Shop finished. Okay. Ashen gray air lashed us. We could hardly breathe and remained locked up in the parish, placing damp cloths on the doors and windows. We were suffocating. Then, one fateful night, there was a knock on the door, and I could see a woman who, without a word, had placed on the floor a cloth with patches of pearly moss on it. I stared at her in disbelief, as she appeared to have smeared the moss on her nostrils. Then, turning around, the woman left. Hopefully, I recounted what I had witnessed to the brothers, and we decided to spread the substance on our noses as she had done. It wasn't long before we were able to breathe normally, and we waited without fear until the ashy-laden sky would regain its blue color. And the pearl is gotten him, brother. The miracle is within these walls, said the friar, scared. Grab that piece of wood and help me block this cell, answered the other friar, younger than him. And while they both parted slowly, listening to the screams and banging through the massive wooden door, a small round object rolled from under it. All right, lady. I can't go left of here, though, because there's blocked off. Maybe let's go up and save after we just spent all of our currency. It was very enjoyable. Good. What did you end up having it on, by the way? You said you remembered that you had Hollow Knight on some console, but you couldn't remember what. Never found it, just bought it on Steam. You know what? Fair. Oh, I forgot that these guys were down here. Well, they're not down here anymore. Okay. That's the way back. Wait for the spikes. Ow. Oh, I have to jump over this one. Inverse of the other one. That was too late. Die. And let me just... There you are. Okay. Give me a second. Drink some tea. I almost have 2 full rows of rosary beads. Oh, how nice it would be to get an extra. Gotta get them slots, right? I was just trying to break the torch thing. I didn't. Okay. Ah. Because you have to remember to jump and hit them. Just realized. No crashes? Yeah, no. Not on this game yet. PC must like this game. Yeah, I guess so. I definitely had... I don't like this. This makes me nervous. Especially since I'm basically down to 1 health... Yeah. Okay, you're dead. And you're dead. What you got? Bio vessel, let's go! Secret wall? No. This whole section was a secret wall. Oh boy, there's no save. Not without backing out. Okay. I might have to hop out of this section just so that I can not be almost dead. Hello there, Lost! Hello! Welcome, welcome. Was I expecting on doing this tonight? No. But that's kind of how this whole game's been going. Where was the blood person? So far. But it's absolutely worth it. Look, I'm gonna just take a quick trek up the mountain just to get that 4th flask filled. Aren't those teleport waypoints or no? I think there are teleport waypoints because, Kiwi! Hey, what's up? T-check? Well, I've got some English breakfast that I poured more hot water into. Because fun fact about black tea, or tea in general, is pretty much all, like 99.9% of the caffeine is brewed into the first brewing of a tea. And so teleport waypoints are a different thing. Yeah, there's... I haven't found any teleport waypoints yet. But 99.9% of the caffeine is brewed out in the first brewing of a cup of tea. And so if you rebrew with the same bag for a second cup, it's basically a decaffeinated version. So as long as it's a strong enough tea that the like flavor is still viable after on its second brewing, like an English breakfast teas are usually strong enough to make do with it. Then you can get like a decaf version by just using the same bag twice. You want some tea now? Where's my tea sponsorships? I'm just ignoring you guys because I'm going up the mountain. I mean, don't tea shops do multiple brews per pot? Yeah, sometimes. Definitely, wait. I don't want to go this way. Honey vanilla chamomile? Actually, fun fact, I was thinking... Oh, execution! Oh, that's a good execution. I hadn't seen that one before. I was thinking about... I think I have something... I don't know if it's that exact tea, but I have something that's in the same vein as that. That I was considering before I just decided to pour more hot water in on top of my English breakfast. It's definitely a honey something, but I can't remember for sure. Used Righteous Repose 5 times. Power unleashed. Nice. It's definitely honey something. I want to say it's honey vanilla chamomile, but I could be wrong, and it could be just honey chamomile something else. Or honey chamomile without the vanilla. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think it's honey ginger chamomile. So instead of vanilla, it's ginger. Because I think I have it grouped in with the ginger teas. No, I'm thinking about it. Ha, spicy tea. Yeah. Just ignore you. Do you like mate? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried mate. Not quite a fan of ginger, too intense. The trick with ginger, Evie, is you have to take the tea bag out at the... Because usually the, like, brewing instructions for tea...
But if your pen sorrowful.
The brewing instructions for tea is, like, brew the tea for 3 to 5 minutes or whatever. And for ginger, you have to take it out after, like, the 3 minutes. Because the longer you leave the ginger in, the There's instructions. Yeah, there's generally tea bags or the boxes that tea come in say that you should steep for X amount of time. Yeah, over steeped ginger is death. No, that's not the way I want to go. Okay, I have to go. Back through this. Oh, hang on. Let me heal up so I don't die. I say as I die. Let me heal up so I don't die. Proceeds to die. Oh, I actually need to open this so that I can modify it. I didn't rest. I have to do that whole trek again. Beautiful. Did I get the last T check, or is there just a long cooldown on it? There's a cooldown. I want to say it's 10 or 15 minutes. Where's... I don't know how to check that right now at this exact moment, but I remember I put a cooldown on it because I'm not exactly going to be changing teas every 5 minutes. No, this was the correct level. Swing. Okay, slowly drown you in tea now. That's what I get for not. I don't have a hydrate because most of the time I will pour my cup of tea, well, my cups, multiple, and I'll just drink them all by the time I finish the stream. So I don't feel the need for a hydrate. But I guess the tea check does kind of work like a hydrate because I always go grab the cup of tea. Whenever someone claims it, so it's just a hydrate with a really long cooldown to limit my drowning. I'll never forgive Starbucks for killing Tivana. There was a mint to Tivana that I had at one point, and it wasn't great, but maybe I just had like a weird option. I think that's the only Tivana I've had. Okay, this time, before we even go up to the mountain. I'm gonna do two things. The tea check. It is... It is still the English breakfast, although we are running short, so by the time the cooldown runs off on that, I might be finishing the last sip of the English breakfast. Not amazing, but they were cheap and varied. I mean, that's fair. I don't think that they were probably a lot cheaper if you actually got them from a Starbucks. But it was great a while ago because they had a ton of options and tasted all right. Yeah. They were on the more expensive side of the options at the grocery store, though. Thing number 2 that I wanted to do, though, is... Yes, here. Take off the dove skull and put back on the piece of the golden mask. Because if I'm going to go back through the land of the fire and death, I want to have the fire resist. But we're not even going to get hit now. And if we do, we've got a new save up here. Ow. Jug, ladies. Alright, let's just pop a heal. This was before Tivana was bought by Starbucks. They had, like, physical stores for tea. Oh! That does sound nice. I feel like they probably were better then, too. Ow. There's the wall guys. Evie knows the wall guys now. Turn around, buddy. And you crumble. Yeah, it's just directly across. There it is! No. Starbucks bought them, reduced it to a total of 7 Ts, and then shut down all Tivana locations. Oof. They probably didn't even pick any of the good options, too, for the Ts. Did I already... You're no longer the sound, that ringing that will follow me forever. No matter where I go, this is my sentence. It is time to cross towards the other side of this cursed dream. Yeah. Definitely checked that before. Excuse me, How do I get you? Ow. Oh, I see the blood spot. I'm not in Fireland, I'm going down the mountain. Alright. Update my save. Oh, don't just jump off a cliff. Bring down the elevator. In the back of Starbucks, the brewed teas, still branded as Tivana. It's only Earl Grey English breakfast. Citrus mint, that's the one I had. Citrus mint, I think. Was the one pretty sure I had. Mint, green tea, chai. The chai. Peach, green tea. They are just bad. Jade, citrus mint. Worst of them. Yes! That's the one I had. That's the one I had that I said, I don't see what's the deal with Tivana. Because I tried that one and it wasn't very good. Okay. I did have the worst of them then, yes. Mint Majesty is okay. Peach is okay. I can't imagine that they could mess up a green tea English breakfast or an Earl Grey. But shadow of what it used to be. Evie, how upset are you going to be at me if I get to that boss that you spent 5 hours on and I beat it, like, first try? I just want to know now, before I get there. For the memes. Yeah, okay. Down here through this door. In your defense, you for sure had 2 less health pots than I do currently. At minimum. I'm more skilled than you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, Number of the Beast kills 666 enemies! I knew there had to be a 666 reference in here. By the way, for anybody who wasn't here last time, I went into the donation area, and I donated 666 of the currency to see if anything would happen from that. Nothing happened. But there was always a chance, so I had to check. Also, thank you for the compliment. 44 deaths doesn't feel particularly skilled, but for reference, I have no idea where you're sitting at deaths at this point, especially after the 5-hour boss incident. You might have gotten 44 deaths on that one boss. I mean, I like the piece of the tombstone, not having the fall stun me for a moment. If I jump down like a big enough height. But also just upping my defense so that everything deals less damage. That sounds particularly good as well. So, I don't know. Okay, so I gotta go down to the right. I had to go down one more. Down the ladder. And then this is the inverse. You're dead. And you're dead. Out. Out. I am almost dead. Chair's dead. There we go. Ghost saved you, buddy. If we kill the ghost, then he can't save the spear candles. Challenge you with your own move. That's the secret area I went to. Alright, probably gonna chillax before sleep. Wish you luck. Thanks, Evie. Thanks for being here.
Penitent one in silence. Will you require
Oh, this is a boss
assistance
chamber.
with your next task?
No, Descent.
Here I shall remain, lest you change your mind.
You don't even want to see my first attempt on this boss, Evie? I understand, though. It is late. Oh, there was a save right here. Music cut out. Is music cut out this way too? Well, there's enemies actively visible here. Okay. I can't get that without somehow activating the switch, which I'd have to activate from the other side. Grab you. Pitiform of Hernan. Victor Hernandez. was chosen to lead an expedition meant to civilize barbaric tribes. He was sentenced for heresy when he suggested that Custodia was the most uncivilized of all known places. Okay, let's heal up before we... Ow. What? Albero. Hey, time! Bouquet of time. That's what's on the other side of that door. And no secret passage. Okay. Well, since I'm literally right here, let me double check I don't have the funds for... Well, I mean, I could get Sinful Wrath, but saving for the Ascending Edge, 7,000. I can almost afford a Sacred Lunge. Since I'm literally here, let's come up here, give you the Bouquet of Time.
Merciful be, penitent one. With your contribution, the work of this brotherhood carries on.
You're welcome. Tears of Atonement. That's just some money, right? Did I have 2,500 before? You gained 500. Okay, thank you. See, Nova's paying attention. Also, we found the warp! Mercy Dreams. Got a check? Okay. No secret door there. Okay, let's do this, boss. This one's for you, Evie. Alright. The 5-hour boss fight begin. Ow. Nope. Ow. That's my fault. Halfway. Ooh. Let's pop the heal at the halfway point, so he's got the stronger versions of his attacks. Didn't even use the other 2 health pots. First try, he dead. Okay. We're in the clear. Poor Evie. Evie struggled with that guy for 5 hours. Absolutely critical hit.
In the name of the great ordeal and the sons of the miracle,
Mm-hmm.
may the gold in my visage melt and erase the attrition of your soul. Heart of guilt, return now from the dream.
Holy Wound of Attrition. What does that do? Mercy Dream. Mark left by the golden visage that reveals the cleanliness of attrition in the soul of the penitent one. Cleanliness of compunction. His holiness, once of his high penitence, must endure suffering in his soul in 3 ways. Each of the ways is a motive, and each motive is a sore. Hence, these 3 sores are the keys to his eternal pain and must be guarded. So this is verse 3. This is verse 1. What was the key? Did I actually read the key? I hear his lament, the one who was believed mute from the beginning, since there were witnesses to the first miracle, the afflicted one who asked for punishment and had it granted to him. I hear his lament. Even if the Father is no longer with us, even if only his images, large and small, remain in all the sacred places, I hear his lament. It is the miracle that makes me hear it. This is my punishment as the eldest brother and guardian of this congregation, whose mystery is the silence of the Father. I hear his lament, and I don't want to hear it anymore. I will have yours cover his. That is my penance. You clipped it? Beautiful. Thank you.
You have carried out the second humiliation of penance.
Oh, that was the second humiliation? Is that the Iron Spiral End of Path, or is that Church Depths? One of these. One done. Can I stick it and say, oh, sure, go ahead. Go for it.
You have met the visage of attrition.
I do have my own Discord for my streaming stuff. Not that there's hardly anyone on there, and it's not very active, but it does exist. It's linked down below in the it's like a picture link for a permanent invite.
You have yet to prostrate before one last holy visage.
Let's check it out. Much appreciated. So I had to go further to the right here, but it was blocked. And I couldn't go further to the left here. So I guess I just keep going down this way. The sludge. It feels as bad as it looked. Oh!
Take the necks of my deep pain.
Deep pain! Maximum health increase! Health bar's so good. To the left? Oh, you explode. Are you respawning a third time? No. Okay. Yes, you are. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore you if you're gonna keep respawning. Gotcha. 6 babies. Wait for that to go. And you're dead. Were you the one summoning the guys below? It's a good question. Sorry, you tried to explode on me. Wait, can I slide under that? No. Okay. Oh, this is the other side of that gate! And this is the shop. And I could actually go up and save. On my map progress. Hook my head in there to despawn the guys. Do I need to save? I don't think I need to save. Actually. I'm good. I've got so much health. I don't need to respawn all the enemies. That'd be crazy. Okay. Up left is a place, but also just straight up from here. Out. Oh, you know what? I should, unequip you, equip you against toxins. Yeah, that's guy down there. Ow. Did not look at my health. That could have been bad. Just full heal everything. No. 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 And... oh, double no. Got any more? No? Okay. You! You die. Gate opens. Opening up a path for me to go through to the start. Yeah, because now I can go up this ladder. I forget what's through here. Oh, this is Bone Guy! Bone Guy! Got more bones for you. Only 2 more bones.
Thank you for your help, O virtuous penitent one.
33.59.
Bring the bones before me.
Okay, nothing new. 2 bones doesn't get me any extra cash. Yeah, let's go outside. We'll respawn the enemies. And then we'll keep exploring down there. Or I could go back and check on the brother's door. That was like here-ish. Alright, gonna head to bed? Alright, Nova. I should probably head off too. But I'm gonna see what's in the brother door first. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, probably could have saved myself some trouble with enemies by not resting there. Here's the door! You have used the key, Chamber of the Eldest Brother. We're stealing the crown jewels. Blood... What? Blood perpetuated in sand. Preserved blood. Miraculous properties. Passage of its bearer. New legends. Oh, this is the blood... Okay, this is the blood thing. Okay. I saw Evie got this. I didn't see where it was or how she got it. Passage's bearer, new legends revealed, formerly invisible to the beholder's eyes. Miracle truly unfathomable. No one knows the origin of the blood. Swirls around the wearer's feet. Take this bag filled with sand, now imbue it with the blood spilling from these dreadful wounds, so it will turn crimson red. With it you will show the way through these dry lands to those who are yet to follow. Leave me now. I want to say my prayers, for I will soon be joining the dry sap of these roots that painfully embrace our Father. Absolutely equip that. Double check for secret doors. Can take that off. I no longer need the key because I got the key. We're gonna go see if it's those red sparkles. Because if the red sparkles are the blood platforms that Evie was doing, I've got a lot of backtracking to do to different areas. It is! Let's go! The lady... I saw the lady, the penitent one of gold and brocade, the one with the helmet whose visor shades her eyes as she watches the accursed and slowly setting sun. Is that a new prayer? That is a new prayer. Okay, prayer that abuses the bounties of the miracle to sanctify the very air around whoever intones it, generates a barrier of divine lightning, damages any enemies trying to cross it. I do not fear punishment for wanting to know what is forbidden, for asking more than I should, for wanting to look beyond the olive groves. I do not fear punishment, for everything hails from the divine. Let's equip that one. It's below here, but how do I get to it? Also, can I go through there? No. Okay. No, I can definitely go through there. Oh, okay. Up. Falling off of a bottomless pit. Not where I expected to get my next death. Maybe I needed to smack it with my sword. Or maybe this is where I come after I've completed the 3 things. Okay. I mean, I still can't get up there, but there is a red platform there. So I'm going to take off that question mark, but I'm leaving that one because I don't know how to get there. Yeah. Let's get back to the main area. Oh, that was way too early on the block. You know it's early when it's too early for these wheel guys. Ow. Oh! Blood platform. Here we go. Painted wood bead. Great. Just what I needed. More beads. Still don't... I've got one knot. I just need to find the person that can add the knots on. Painted wood bead. Sphere covered in yellow varnish. Chipped paint portrays its origins. Holm oak. Forest of the Holy Line. Recovers health when destroying surrounding... ooh. Break junk to heal. That's actually of value. Okay. Kill everything. Get myself back to the later section. Can I? Oh, yes, I can! Hang on, this was another red platform. Delete that, I did it. Oh. No! I still can't do it because... the goo! The goo! Okay, this one stays. That's not what I wanted to do. This one stays. Hang on, what was the blue thing here? Why was there a blue marker on here for this section? I don't know, but it's gone now. Whatever reason I had for putting that blue marker on, doesn't matter. Okay. 34% map. One of these days I'm gonna find a sword extension that I'm gonna actually feel is worth putting on my sword. We call this pilgrimage route the Trial. Our wagons have always passed through here, and the tracks have gotten deep enough to even unearth the chalky sand that lay hidden under the thick forest, such that if one could see it from above, it would look like a long ochre line crossing the woods. That stays, because I don't know actually how to get those. This one I can easily get, just go up the elevator. That and this path I could check out. Up the mountain. Come on, baby. I have come to collect you. Baby. 7 of 38. Baby. Ankle bone of Weston the Pilgrim. His traveling companion assured him that he would wait for him at the next shelter, just a day away. When Weston arrived the next day, there was no one there, nor the day after. Take off that, and then I could climb up to, or drop down to. Let's climb up to. Funny thing is, Kiwi never did another tea redeem, so I didn't actually finish the English breakfast till just now, even though it was just like one sip away. On to the second cup of tea. Yeah. To the right. Sorry. What? Hang on. You disappear. What am I supposed to do with the blood platforms here? It's like, okay, you make enough sense I could maybe, like, get up there, but... Wait. What's that, like, vine-looking thing on the right-hand side? That's probably related to a different item. Okay, so we're leaving the question mark here. This question mark stays. This question mark stays. That question mark stays. We got this question mark where the olive tree withers. Could go back there. Just needed one more hit. There we go. Blow me the right way. You're dead. Okay. Anoint yourself with oil of the pilgrims? Sure. Oh, maximum fervor! Oh, that's cool. Not what I was coming up here for, but glad I found that secret. Cool, cool. I'm gonna wait for the wind cycle. I see you guys both dead. Now I gotta wait for the wind cycle again, though. It's pushing against. Then it stops. And then it's pushing towards. Okay. Let's open that with a little bit of healing. Ow. Thought I could duck under and through past her, but I guess not. fine, though. It's one of these things right here. Is there anything I needed to do here? I mean... Okay, question. This is the poison room, right? If I have... I still have the moss preserved. Okay. I have enough health to brute force that Heart of Sepulchre blood. Hey, it's a sword thing. Attack damage is increased when the penitent one is close to death. That has no downside. That's getting equipped. It wasn't long before he was beatified. The miracle bestowed a gift upon that humble parish priest, the confessor, the vision of all sin, future and past, of thought and deed, of every person who approached him. He did not need to hear our confessions because he already knew them all. He knew the penance. He knew the sincerity of our repentance. He knew everything. There was no more intimacy between sins and sinners. We were all naked before him in the miracle. Such grace came to be feared. He asked us to cover his head with a thick burlap cloth in order to try and stop his constant visions of sin, and begged us to take him far, far away. We reached the end of the poison room. But at what cost? Whoo! That health, though. That's not what I wanted, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Down we go. Let's go back to the grave, to the olive tree. And then I think, and then I think once we've done this, and maybe this Wasteland Buried Churches, then I think we get back to the opening section, save, and continue our exploration of this deserted cistern section next time. Save here, stand up. You're dead. 3 hits. Sweet, simple, easy. Okay, can I reach the baby? think I determined last time that... Oh, that's not good. Okay, cannot reach the baby. So I can't go past the baby. Oh, but I need to go this way anyway. Because here's the entrance to the grave. Down. Can I shoot through the... No, I... Yes, I can... Okay! Baby, 8. 8 of 38. I didn't even mark that baby. Glad I came back here. Okay, I can't go up there, but I can go over here. If I could reach! Didn't reach. Okay, let's pop a couple heals. So that's how you get across there, but what I needed was to dash a little bit further over. There we go. That's all the dirt, guys? Yes, that's all the jumpers. No more jumpers. Thud. Can't dash and then jump. That's not a thing. At least not currently. Can I actually make the jump, though, is the real question. I could make that jump without even using the thing, so if I can do that... It feels like I could do it. I want to try. Just 1 or 2 more times. There it is. Made it. And you're dead. And we get it. All of that for the Daniel the Possessed. All that work for a bone. Said that Daniel appeared inside a castle, cried that he had been possessed by a shadow as he slept, also claimed to have maintained carnal relations with underground creatures. can take you off. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Is there like a secret passage that I don't know about? Let me just update this. Get my health back before I just get murdered by the dead tree man. 2 squares left. Yeah, can I go down here? No. That's death. Okay, well... that's on me. Not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna try... what if I try and go up? Can I go up from down here? That's the better way of doing it. I mean, it clearly looks like there's a way to go there. There's at least a platform to land on. But that just leads me up to an area I've been otherwise, or down from an area that I've been otherwise. So that's a redundant shortcut that is more trouble than it's worth, honestly. And it's already cost me a life. So let's go down here to the Wasteland of Buried Churches, and then we'll get back to the beginning section and call it a stream. As far down as we can go. Whoop, that's not the right way. This one. Bonk. Do it again. Bonk. Right, this path. Okay. You're dead. There's healing. These blood platforms exist now. Is this another bone? Tentutia's carnal remains! Let's go! Second carnal remains. We can take that off. And this probably leads to the third carnal remains that the guy was talking about. Tentutia. Remains of the murdered novice, Tetunia, were isolated from the rest so she could not receive a holy burial. Who is Tentutia, you ask? Well, she was once a girl born in the same yellowish village as Elbero. Like you and me, on her 15th year, something extremely unusual happened. Her parents watched as part of her hair began twisting, unavoidably turning into very thin thorns. Concerned with the thought that it might be a punishment from the miracle, they locked her in as a novice inside a distant nunnery, famous for its strict cloistering, thus preventing the discovery of what would have undoubtedly been considered heresy. Good stuff. You want to swing? Then swing. You guys, and then this guy. We almost have enough. We're 1,300 away from the thing. What am I thinking of? Oh. Do it again. You fool! Crush! Yep. And dead. Sleep. I'm sorry. Do I have a prayer equipped, right? Yeah. Generates a barrier, divine lightning, damages enemies. Do I not... Is full energy not enough to trigger... That one can trigger 4 times. That can trigger twice. That can trigger 4 times. My energy bar's not big enough to trigger this guy. That's scary. Okay. 5, 8, 14. What you got for me, buddy? Here's the second remains.
The Order blesses thee,
some tears. That was 1,000 tears. Oh, I just need 200. I don't even need 200 tears. I just need a few more. Okay. I was gonna end the stream, but let's go get just a few more tears so we can get the 7,000, spend that, and call it a stream.
Time out, but if you're sorrowful.
Not what I wanted. Okay, how do I, kneel in sacred ground? Oh, that's literally the heal, or the heal spots. That's where I actually need to kneel to equip that. I thought I needed to kneel at this thing. Okay, let's equip the new sword thing. And then we'll go down, get 200 more. There it is. Let's drop off our new bones to the bone guy. Maybe he'll give us 200 and we'll just be able to finish. Got a couple more bones for you, buddy. Tears of Atonement. There it is. 500.
Bones thank you for your help, O virtuous penitent one. Bring the bones before me.
Okay, we actually aren't gonna do any more exploration today. I just wanted the 7,000 so that I could unlock the upward slash. Spinning attack as a combo finisher. Ooh! Okay, there's no way to test it without an enemy. Is there a good, no, there's no good save spot down there, so we're just gonna go up, we're gonna save, and then we're gonna call it. And that has been what is for sure gonna be the last stream of the year. Because I got stuff to do tomorrow up through Christmas, or not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching this. And I will see you. Have a happy new year. And I will see you all next year with Stardew Valley. Have a good rest of your day, and in this case, rest of your year.